y'all. Welcome back to another episode of Your Divine Glow podcast. It's your girl, Ashley Conyers, who guides professionals to rewrite their stories through purpose-driven entrepreneurship. And today I have with me my cousin. Introduce your cousin. Who are you?
My name is Jamella. Thank you, Ashley, for having me as a guest on your podcast.
Hey, so Jamella has been along for the ride and knows all the ins and outs about Divine Glow and how we got here. She's been here before Divine Glow, so I appreciate you for being here too. So we wanted to come on and have a conversation today just about the power of community. We're coming off the mixer. So the mixer was this weekend, and we were celebrating the first year of Divine Glow Coaching, first year of your Divine Glow podcast,
right.
And just your accomplishments as well. Everybody else's accomplishments that have been there.
Part of the journey.
Yeah. And even new people that came up. I actually met people through other ventures of mine, but also I met somebody else just in the area. Yeah, I don't think I told you, but maybe I did. I don't know. But he was a local in that area of Asbury Park.
Oh, when you guys went around.
Yeah, so we were doing some in-person marketing, and yeah, he was like, I want to invest. I want to have my entrepreneurial journey start. How can I do it? How can I meet people and get out my box? So
wow, look at that.
Yeah, listen, I was surprised. I was like, Jesus, what's going on? What's going on? But no, this is great. I'm still processing everything that has gone on, and I thank God, first of all, like and foremost, just for this vision, because I've had this vision now since the top of the year, and it just to see it all manifest and be a reality. Yeah, like I was like, I know it's gonna be good. I know people want to talk. I know people are gonna like mingle and all the things and the intricate details of like the food, the drinks, like
everything came together.
Yeah,
it was great.
So
really nice.
I definitely want to do more of those. So for those of you that have not attended the mixer yet, I hope that you attend. But before we dive deep into, the power of community and just more about, why I started the mixer and just had this big vision of the mixers and how they're going to grow. I wanted to just mention a few things about our first year, because we are wrapping up, like I said, the first year, and just highlighting some different things that are going to change even on the podcast side. So within our first year of just business, it's still like from the ground up, it is. I'm trying to get more clientele. So if you are interested in addressing your mindset blockages and you have a aspiration to be an entrepreneur, please reach out to me.
Reach out.
I definitely, she is definitely one of my clients.
I am.
And can you tell the people maybe something about like what have you learned from just having the sessions with me? Right now, she is in our 90-day program called Divine Entrepreneurial Mastery Program, which is a 90-day program.
I mean, I think the biggest takeaway is that a lot of people don't realize that it does start with your mindset, and literally it starts there. And then so much other things happen once you do realize that, like, because your mind and body follows each other. So it's like whatever you tell your mind to do, you're going to do. So if you think you can't do something, or you're so conformed to being one way, you don't really see the perspective of what it could be. So it's like literally once you change your mindset, things just follow. Like you can't really fear what's on the other side of things. So, a lot of us are complacent wherever we're at, and it's just out of comfort. So it's like, I definitely, I'm definitely similar to Ashley in the sense of like everything is like mindset for me. Self-development, it's a never-ending journey. So I think, and me being that way, you don't really think you could self-assess or think, you think you got it all. And then when Ashley comes out, I'm like, okay, damn, you really helped me out in this aspect, and really like, help me, because like it's easy to help other people, but sometimes you can't really turn the lens on yourself. So that's where Ashley comes in for me, because I know how to tell other people what to do, but when it comes to me, I'm just self-critical, and a lot of us are. So it's it's great working with Ashley in terms of like, her creating a plan for me, or developing something that I may have not seen, or going a route that, I would have went left. And she's like, no, you should probably try this first. So I love it.
Yeah.
I look forward to our sessions, and sometimes you don't think you need it, and then when you do it, it doesn't hurt to try anything. So always try something one time, and then you can determine like if it's something that you're going to continue or revisit, or it didn't really work for me, but at least you tried. Like,
Yeah, I mean, you got to take that first step,
right?
And I'm proud of you in your first steps, and like, we have been working together for a while, but I feel like you have grown in such a short amount of time, and listen, this is only the beginning, so
Right.
Definitely. But no, this has been just in the year for Divine Glow. I actually secured my first 4-figure client, which I was very, very shocked. That's why I feel like this is nothing but God, and I really don't even, because I don't even know. I wasn't even marketing, but I don't say this to gloat, because I'm not a numbers person. Like, I'm just saying this because this is something that I truly feel like I'm in my purpose. I truly feel like this is what I'm meant to do. And I don't know if you guys out there feel like that, if you're currently there, or you feel like there's something else that needs to, like, you need to pivot or you need to figure it out. But I am here to help you do that, because I feel like, yes, I use an example of like selling lashes or selling lip gloss. Like, yeah, anybody,
we love those things.
We do. But is it our purpose? Is that what we're born to do? And yeah, it's good to make money and do that, but at the same time, we
all have a purpose. So.
Yeah, you could get stagnant. You can be bored, like, all right. So if that doesn't fulfill you, like, there has to be something else. So yeah, this first year, just even alone with the podcast, we have done 23 episodes. We have like 17 guests. And all great, beautiful stories, journeys. And I just thank you all for supporting, for you tuning in, bi-weekly, just catching up. Yeah. And I'm just grateful for everybody just even sharing the podcast even. And for those of you that are going to come on into the Your Divine Glow space, like, welcome. I'm happy to have you along for the ride. But this upcoming year, we are going to do things a little different. So there's no more empowerment EP playlist. That thing has grown so large, so long, so many like different songs, like genres are everywhere. But nonetheless, I'm going to keep them up. They're on Apple Music and Spotify. Whenever you get a chance, if you need some empowerment and motivation and encouragement, they are all there for you. There's some really good songs, some throwbacks, some recent, and yeah, so they're all there for you. So Jamella, I know today we're talking more about the power of community, and I guess I want to start off by asking you first, like, what does power of community mean to you?
I guess it depends what room you're in. Power of the community is definitely important in terms of, in all aspects, family, work, friendships. Like, so power of the community is pretty much your support system, your foundation, and things that you build on. So we can't do things alone. I mean, we can, but it really does help when we have a community, a network of resources, and a network to bounce ideas off of. And it doesn't just stay there. It's not black and white. So I think power of the community means to me definitely foundation, a crutch, just a support system, which we all need, because we could go crazy just being self-critical or just being in our heads. But really, you want to have like a soundboard. Not to say that's all that the community is for, but when you're collectively in tune with each other, or working with each other, or that's why people use the term of finding your tribe. Like, when you're communicating with like-minded individuals, you're able to do more, you're able to expand more, you're able to bring your resources together and build more, which, we would really benefit from if we did lean on our community per se. But yeah, power of the community, I feel like everyone should have one. We can't do things alone. And whether that's family, that's your community, your friends, your partner, your relationship, I think start somewhere. It can't just be you. That's what it means to me. Some people do like to work alone. I personally do like to work alone, but I do feel like it's important to have a community, like I said, a soundboard, people to share your ideas with, and just people that really just with you, know? So, it's weird out here. So, I feel like community is definitely, people that you can trust, hopefully. But it's important in every aspect.
I mean, as everybody says, like, community over competition. There's unfortunately people out here that are just like a dog eat dog, like, the crabs in the barrel mentality. But once you find your people, I don't know, it's just everything goes up from there. Right. Everything goes up. And the one phrase that was brought to my attention or my mind was, we're stronger together.
Right. Absolutely.
I always I envision the fist pump, because like that is the biggest thing for me. And I know for a while, this at least, I've been looking for a community for a long time. Even before Divine Glow, I was looking for community when I was in my photography bag.
Oh, look at you.
And it just feels good to find the people in the places, and it's because I put myself out there, though.
It is,
and it's hard. I know it's hard to make connections. Like, we're in our 30s, so it's like we're adults, and it's hard to make connections as adults for some odd reason. That's
it's
a little bit.
Yeah, I would say people are more set, in their, like, they're not stuck in their ways, but as we get older, you kind of like become a certain way, and we tolerate less. So it's like a lot of people aren't really open to new connections or making new friends, because people can be weird, and a lot of people, it's like, okay, well, what does this person want from me? Or it's a lot of factors as you get older, because it's like, it's not really, a lot of things isn't genuine. So me personally, a lot of my core friendships are friendships that I've had since I was younger. But I do find that new friendships are beautiful too, if you can meet people that are on the same vibration as you, because there is a such thing as low vibrational. So, I operate on a higher vibration, but to each his own. But like-minded individuals, that's really what it comes down to. So when you meet somebody and it all, like, Ashley's in her purpose, so that's why she's building a community based off of what she's doing. Like, she's in her purpose, so she's gonna people are gonna gravitate towards her that are interested in what she's doing, and she's gonna attract new friends, new people that are interested. She's working in her purpose. So when you're doing things that's not aligned with your purpose, you tend to make connections that may not be beneficial to you, in a sense of, this is what I'm doing, or this is what I want to do, so they don't tend to grow. But like when you're meeting people that's, they're intentional. So you kind of get a different feedback from that relationship.
Yeah, no, you made a good point, because I was thinking, like, even who you pretend to be, right? Because you can pretend to be a version of yourself that you're really not, and you're attracting the wrong people anyway. There's a lot of times I feel like, just being transparent, in my past, where I was like being not so authentic, and I was just like, oh, this is why I'm attracting this person or that person. But now that you're sitting in your truth, like you said, it's like, oh, they're on the same vibration as me,
right?
And it's like you have to be mindful of who you attract and who you bring into your circle, and like analyze that, evaluate that, because not only is it affecting externally what's going on, but internally. And
like, you want to be useful, so that way when you are dealing with other people, it won't be like, oh, this person's using me. I mean, if you can't be used, I mean, not to say what good are you, but like, you want to be useful. You want to have something that you can offer as well. So then it doesn't feel like a take situation. But yes, you do want to be useful. You do want other people to use you, and you want to use other people. And that's how you grow, because whatever you don't have, somebody else might have, or somebody else can contribute something that, maybe you're still scaling in. So, I think it's really a mindset, because a lot of people operate from the lens of what they're internalizing, and they don't realize that they're projecting. And, once you have self-awareness is really where it starts, because, I mean, depending what we're speaking of, but like, a lot of people think, also making friends, people, their intentions aren't right. So if you're genuine, like if you're, first of all, if you're a genuine person and you're meeting someone and your intention is good, there's no reason why you should think, anything otherwise, unless somebody proves different. But if both of your intention is good, then, it shouldn't be an issue. And basically you allow people, you give people the benefit of the doubt unless they show you otherwise. Then you kind of just pivot with how you maneuver with that person. But, as long as you're good within you, because only you know yourself, but you can't really say, oh, well, I want to meet this person and hope that they're like you. I mean, that's why, it really just, because also when people see that you're a good person or you could be useful, they will try to use you. And that's where you have to use your discernment of like, is this person, for me? Is this person not for me? So that really just comes down to discernment and really learning yourself. Like a lot of the time we could be dealing with people and they don't know who they are. Like they're using somebody else's identity. They don't really have an identity, or they don't know self. So it's like, if you don't even know yourself, how do you expect somebody else to meet you and contribute to you? So it's like, it's many factors here, but
I feel like when it comes to, just like I said, just showing up, like showing up as yourself, it's like yes, you have to be mindful of just the backstabbers and the people that get in over on you. But listen, that's how the world is.
Yeah, it comes with it.
Yeah, it does. But at least now, right? Like now that you're starting, and tell the people first of all about your business. Like, let's start there.
Okay, I mean, right now I do project management, but I am, my background is in fashion, so I am working on a athleisure line, coming soon, and that's what's in the works for me. So that's actually what Ashley has been contributing to me with transitioning, because I kind of do a little bit of everything. I do have a 9 to 5, and then I do project management on this, which also seems full time. But I am working on my brand. So Ashley is contributing to that, in the sense of, getting, like, really just transitioning, because there are steps in between that you try to skip, and you can't really do multiple things at once. I mean, you can, but it's like really your attention is somewhere else. So until you really pivot and be able to, and it's hard to do it's not easy. Like, it's not something where you could just, unless you have the resources you need, then you could fully focus on it. But obviously a lot of us are doing multiple things. We are working 9 to 5s and building our brand. So you don't ever want to quit your day job,
right,
until, like, you have something set in stone, but you also don't want to 100% give something else 100% and you're not pouring into your own business. So that's where I'm at with it.
Yeah. And that's smart. I feel like a lot of times, I mean, we have to use these jobs as the platform to just get going. And you're learning valuable skills right now that you're going to take into your business. Like project management is for everything, especially business. So I feel like, listen, you give yourself a date and you push forth and do it. I can't wait. I'm gonna be wearing all the athleisure, okay? Athleisure wear. But I love the fact that with community too, and just reflecting on the journey thus far with Divine Glow, it's just been, I had to reach out and say, like, hey, I know this person does this, like, what can I learn from you? Because like right now I'm even thinking more or less like the speaking engagements, like that's my goal, or is my goal for this year. And I want to say, like, who do you know? Who can, like, where can I speak? Who can I stand in front of just to get the practice and get the, that's that first step. Right. So, just reaching out and connecting, like, it's just been a great help for that in that aspect. And even just learning the ins and outs of the back end of business, right? Like the tech and the workflows and all the things that go in besides the front end. Right. So, but yeah, I think that for sure the power of community is important. I think the mixer spoke to that. There's people that have came up to me and told me that, like, hey, I met someone new that I could potentially, collaborate with, and this seems promising. And even people that just like reconnected in the space. I did not know that they knew each other, but life brought them back together, right, which was pretty cool. And shout out to our 2 sponsors, at the for the mixer, which is Jade's Infinite Journey and Clout Ops. They have been very helpful in just supporting the brand and just being part of the bundle. So we were raffling off the Entrepreneur Empowerment Bundle, which included a 45-minute purpose-fueled session from me, a website package from Clout Ops, and of course, we had like a jade bracelet featured from Jade's Infinite Journey. So, amongst other things, like
Right. there was a lot of goodies.
Yeah, there was a lot of goodies in there. There's another successful brand called Lotto Universal. They are more like clothing. I've got a pair of socks from them. Their socks are really dope. If you are in the New Jersey area, they do have a kiosk right at the Menlo Park Mall. So listen, if you are in there, go support. So for the mixer, I believe that like, I always talk about it was good, but like, what did you get from the mixer?
I feel like I was hosting a little bit.
You were.
But I love to see you in your element. Like, I'm Ashley's cousin, so I've been around for a very long time.
Yeah.
But it was nice to see Ashley in her element and her bringing a community of people together, and also just seeing her achieve her goals. And it's like, there might be somebody in the room that didn't think it was actually there was somebody in the room that didn't think it was possible, or that actually came out of their shell to be there, that they didn't know that, but sometimes it just takes that one step.
Yeah.
So it was nice to see people, sometimes you go to events and they're not, people still don't really break the ice or really talk to other people in the room. They still kind of stay to themselves, which is very normal. Like, it's not unnormal to go to an event and not really want to like break out of your shell. Like, not everybody is social in the aspect of, you can just walk up and talk to people. I mean, I'm like that. Like, I'm social if, I'm spoken to. So my, it's kind of, that's one of my, I have my strong points and I have my weaker points. So for me, walking in a room with people and just walking up to people and talking to them like, hey, this is what I do. What do you do? That's not my strong suit. That's, that might be Ashley's strong suit or the next person in the room. So collectively, I think she provided a space where people felt safe enough to connect and want to get to know the other people that were in the room. And I just really enjoyed seeing that. Yeah. Like, I really enjoyed the aspect of like seeing you in your element and seeing other people come together, and even walking around, like filling out the cards. People were interactive with the activities, and I think that was pretty cool. It they were definitely icebreakers. It was like a bingo card of
it was called the connection card.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like bingo. But
it
the connection card. Bingo. So it gave different topics to just conversation pieces, really, and walking around the room to just see who maybe, who you can find that did something that was on the activity board.
Yeah. It's the connection card.
Connection card.
Yeah.
And it really did that. And really, even if even if the person doesn't have something that's on the card, it really just sparks a conversation, because sometimes you don't know what to say to someone when you don't know how to start a conversation. So I think it was a good conversation starter. Like, even if it wasn't about the card, then it's like, okay, well, my name is so-and-so. What's your name? Where do you live? And she had a lot of people from out of town. Yeah. Shout outs to her, because like, what? Girl. So it was really, really nice. I loved being there. I loved being a part of it. I pretty much seen it from start to finish. And Ashley is amazing.
Oh, these girls. I'm sorry, my hands are cold.
Your hands are cold.
Yeah, I'm sorry. Yeah. But no, it's like for me, I wasn't always that type of person. Like, I was afraid to meet people. Like, I was in my shell. I literally had like one friend that I would stick around all day, and I'm just like, that's
the other thing. Leave your friend at home when you go to these type of events, because that's me too. If I go in a room with my friend, I'm just going to be with my friend. But if you put me in a room by myself, it's like, okay, I have no choice but to talk to someone. Exactly. So don't be afraid to go somewhere by yourself if you don't got a friend. I mean, come on.
Yeah, come on out. Listen, take yourself on a solo date to Mixer. I don't know if that sounds great.
And if you've never done it before, try it.
Right.
It's liberating.
It is. I think a good example for me to, like, even if I don't have a connection card, I'm always like complimenting somebody.
Yeah.
You know, I'm like, oh, I love those earrings. Oh, you got a nice jacket. Or what? I don't know. Maybe your makeup's done. I don't know. Whatever it is. I think that because like you make people feel good, and that kind of makes me feel good. So I'm just like, that gets me a little more settled and more relaxed. So I don't know if that may help you guys out there that just be like, I don't know what to start with, because I'm not the type of person to talk about the weather. Like, I'm not a surface level girly where we're just going to talk about the weather all day, every day. But I just want to make sure that at least I want to make sure that you're good. And then I think that's the foundation of the conversation, is that me making sure that you're good, because I may not know you, but I know you're a human being. You have feelings. And, you know, I want to make sure that at least we could connect on that level, just as human beings, and just recognizing that, hey, however we're showing up today, it is what it is. I want to make sure we're good in this space, and it just feels good. And it's a safe space is what I'm trying to say. A safe space.
Right.
But yeah, like
I think you did that. You did that.
Yeah.
You definitely did that. And yeah.
This is definitely one of many. So this is not like one and
the
done.
First
yeah, it's definitely
of many.
The first.
It was great. You should have been there.
I think for sure the ultimate goal is to do these monthly. Of course, we have to build and grow to that. So I'm putting together a team, y'all, and we are going to be able to scale this and really see how things turn out. So yeah, we'll keep you guys posted. We are going to also be coming back with a new guest next episode. So within the next 2 weeks, I'm going to have another guest coming on board. Like I said, we're going to change up the format a little bit for the podcast episode. So you don't want to miss that.
Give them a sneak peek.
I should tell them who it is.
You don't need to tell them who it is. You could give them a little something.
Nah.
No?
Mm-mm.
When it drop?
It drops 2 weeks.
2 weeks. So they gotta wait 2 weeks.
Yeah, he did. It'll be all right. I think because they don't know him. They don't know. You know, it's a guy. It's a him. It's a him. And he is really a jack of all trades. He does a lot of work. You know.
Okay, we gotta meet the him.
Okay, so we're gonna see. We're gonna see who it is. Y'all gonna tune in, and y'all gonna like this episode a lot. But I hope you got a gist of what went down in the first year, what we did at the mixer, what we're looking forward to.
She forgot the trivia. She did a trivia for Divine Glow. So, do you want to tell them the questions that you asked? Because maybe you should put it out there for the next one, because it might come up again.
Yeah. Okay, so I was very shamed because I asked 3 questions about Divine Glow podcast, and nobody really knew the answers in the place.
I don't think that they didn't know.
Maybe didn't remember.
I think it was like, okay, we on the spot, damn.
Yeah, you're right. So
I think
I'll let them know.
Let them know.
So the first question was, how many episodes did I publish in the first year? And as we know, it's
23.
Okay. And then the second question was, what is one of the themes of the podcast? And do you know it? Since I told you.
You told me, but sometimes I have the memory thing, so you know what.
Okay. It's okay. So I'll let you know. So there's 4 themes.
Okay, I do remember
4 pillars.
Okay,
4 pillars.
Me let you go.
Well, what is it?
No, you take over.
Okay. So it's mindset, it's faith, creativity, and entrepreneurship.
Yeah.
So those are the 4. I know it seems like a lot.
Let's say it again one more time.
Mindset, faith, creativity, and entrepreneurship.
Yes.
Okay. So that's the themes and the pillars that you will get from this podcast at all times, no matter if I'm talking in a solo episode or if I'm with a guest. We are going to be talking about one of those or all 4 of those. You never know. And then the last question was like something that I just kind of threw out there because I was like, oh, I need another question because we need to give this shirt away or something.
So the last question was...
It was about, what do I say?
At the end of each episode.
And nobody knew. Like, I mean, do y'all know?
Do y'all not say to the end?
Probably not. Maybe not. Maybe not.
You better stay to that.
Maybe not. But listen, I'm going to say it here, okay? Thank you so much for tuning in to another episode of Your Divine Glow podcast. I appreciate you. Until next time, babies, continue to let your divine glow shine. And see y'all.